my baby, and what's going on with you? I am your girl Linda Lynn, and I am on a Walgreens journey. Walgreens is not too far from our apartment, and yes, we are walking on side the highway because we gotta go get a couple of things. We gotta get some ashwagandha, and we do need to get some shampoo and conditioner because we're running low, and I don't get paid till Friday, and today is currently Sunday. So yeah, we got the groceries, but we just need a couple of extra little items, and we're about to go and get that. This will be my second run to Walgreens today on Mimi and Fifi, which are my left and my right feet. Well, my left and my right foot. So yeah, we're out here 5150, and we're about to be getting into this Walgreens, my baby, and getting these little things that we need. We might go back to using this. That's what we might do. I might just get the main and tail. That worked well when I was using it, so I might end up buying that for my daughter's hair as well, my son's. Yeah, we might just do the main and tail. So they had this man who was trying to offer me and my kids a free plate of food. He said it wasn't nothing wrong with the food, but I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I trusted him. He gave us 2 bottles of cold water. He was like, "He'll take the water, I promise you. Ain't nothing's wrong with the water." And I'm like, okay. He said he stayed at the apartments across from here. And I was just like, what? He was literally about to give us like 2-3 plates of hot food. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was some spaghettis or something. I don't know. Okay, so I decided to get the Golgi ashwagandha gummies. They definitely have to go in the refrigerator because they're a little bit melted because of the heat. It's really, really hot. Got some cotton swabs, needles. Got some cotton balls. Got some my favorite popcorn, the Boom Chicka Pop Pop. Boom Chicka Pop Pop sweet and salty kettle corn. Last but not least, I got the Aussie Miracle Moist. I was gonna get the mane and tail, but I decided to go a distance. It's paraben free, and I can use this on me and the kids' hair. So I am about to fill up my little dispensaries, the acrylic dispensaries that one of you guys had purchased for me off of my Amazon wish list for my apartment. And I do want to say again, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The word for the day is don't be afraid to accept the helping hand that is not going to tell the world that they fed you. This is coming from a very solid place. Growing up, I always felt like a charity case. I always had the feeling that since I did grow up in poverty, I always felt like, man, every time somebody see me, they see me for the fabric of my clothing. They see me for being a broke little impoverished black girl with a big smile, but you already know she don't come from much. She come from a very rough town, you know. I can't say like a rough town as far as a lot of shooting. I mean, as far as just everybody know everybody, and everybody literally can see how you come up. Everybody can witness that. And when you grow up in the country, that's what it really is. Everybody know your kinfolk. Everybody know who your mama, who your dad is, who your uncle, who your parent. Everybody know everybody from up and down the bayou. And that's how I grew up. I grew up really just feeling like, man, what's so different about me that somebody is not going to want to point at me and say, oh, she's broke, she needs this, she needs that. And I started to just embrace the fact that I didn't have to look like what I was going through. I didn't have to look like the little shack of a house I had grew up in. And people was clowning me for filth because I grew up in a little shack in the back of Poyen. And I had to keep telling myself as time progressed along, I didn't chose to grow up there. I didn't have to sit down with God when I was in the womb of my mother and say, God, I want to grow up in a little shack in the back of Poyen in Assumption Parish. I didn't have that conversation with God. God placed me there. He placed me with Humble Beginnings by Sugar Cane. You know, he placed me in a home that was very much so plantation style for slaves. He placed me in a shack. And you know what? I took everything that I was taught growing up by a single mother to literally grow up to not have a privileged mindset. And my mindset at this point in my life at 30 is abundance. You know, my mind frame is abundance. The way I speak happiness over myself, over my children, over my life is abundance. The way that I move, people always be like, I can't never really tell when you're in a bad mood. And when I am in a bad mood, it's only temporary. I don't allow for that mood to dictate my whole day. Neither have I allowed the fact that I did grow up in poverty to literally run and be the mindset of my whole entire life. Because you can literally have a mindset of poverty just because you grew up in it for your whole entire life. So when that black man had walked down on me in my turn just a while ago and said, you know, look, I got some hot plates, y'all want them? I was just like, the first thing I did was just thought about what I had decided to have on. You know, you know, the way I presented myself. Yeah, I do look a little tired. But am I literally energetically tired? No. Now that I am in my own apartment and it took me so much time to get here, I appreciate the journey. You know what I'm saying? And when that man walked down on me and my kids and he saw that, you know, we did look the tide. You know, the sun been eating us up. But, you know, I just really was like taken back because it took me back to being that little girl and somebody automatically looking at me and saying, oh, you need help. And so when the man offered me those bottles of water, he offered us 2 bottles of water. I did not turn that man down. I said, thank you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I told the man, thank you. I know some people have been, the Walgreens right there. I could go in there and give me a cold bottle of water. I took the bottles of water because it's appreciation. Because he ain't have to do it. He ain't have to say, look, you know, it's hot out here. Here's some chill bottles of water. Because I didn't really know what was going on. All I saw was the man digging in the back of his little Jeep. And I was just like, what is he about to do? I thought he was going to pull a kid out. But when he pulled the bottles of water out and then he pulled the plates, I was just like, okay. But I told him I couldn't get the plates because I was going on into the Walgreens, you know, and I was going to ask him what he had on the plates. Because, you know, that was going to be something for me to just say, well, I ain't got to cook tonight. That saved me some money. That saved me some time. And I just heat it up on the stove because we don't have a microwave and me and my kids going to eat that. You know what I'm saying? And it was just the level of knowing in my head that everybody not out to get you. And I think a lot of people these days, they always think somebody out to get them just because they're trying to help them. And that type of mindset come from childhood trauma of always being told, oh, somebody's going to do something for you and being let down. I've been there. And people always used to, at one point in my teenage years, they used to want to help me do certain things. And I used to be like, no, I'm good. Because I was so hurt. I was so shattered because I was so used to being let down all the time. And as I started to get into my 20s, it became a defense mechanism for nobody about to let me down because I got me. But now, you know, when I went through my divorce, I really did realize that all that stuff that I went through and I processed through my actual therapy when I went through therapy back in 2020 and not currently for this year, I really realized that I had to get over it. I had to heal myself from thinking someone is out to get me, because people will genuinely help you and not tell the world that, oh, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be where you're at today. If it wasn't for me, if people gonna do that, I don't want to know it around me. I don't want your help. I don't want anything. And sometimes it takes time for people to reveal that part of their personality. But I am thankful for the people who genuinely want to help me or other individuals out here in this world who don't want to go and brag to the world that they did it because they want validation, because they want applause, because they want recognition. And you have to be grateful for people like that, and you have to also speak those types of people to come into your life, because every helping hand that comes to help you is not going to be one of the right motion or the right energy. So you have to use your discernment on that. And I don't know why I wanted to come on here and talk about that, but something told me come on here and tell somebody about using their power of discernment, because everybody that put a $5 bill or a dollar bill in your cup is not gonna say, don't worry about it, you ain't gotta pay me back. They got people gonna want you to pay back interest on their $1. And it may not be physically them wanting the money back. They may want your time, they may want your energy, they may literally want your body from just giving you $1. So you just have to really be mindful. You know what I'm saying? And so many things can come to us at one time. Like you got so much help coming to you, you don't know who to accept, or you're just accepting it all, and then you're just like, okay. And then when somebody double back and be like, oh, well, remember, blah, 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 you getting scared. You feeling defensive because you don't know what they're going to want. You don't know what you're going to give them. You got to speak over yourself and speak over your situation, and just know that when you are actually honest enough to ask for help and honestly take the time to accept it, but not just accept it because you just want that person to get out your face, or you just need a quick come up, how things are going to resolve for you. Because you also have to be mindful of that person, of the energy transfer. It's so many things that go into it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just say this. You know I don't, to some people, look like I have it all, and that's fine. You know, I could be a millionaire, which I will be one day. You know, real successful woman out here wearing a basic Walmart V-neck and a basic little pair of Old Navy shorts with some Converse on, still smiling. Like, I just want y'all to know, don't ever get the fabric of a woman misconstrued for her finances. Because some of the most unkept women who be walking around in these stores, I'm not saying I look unkept, I'm just saying, you know, they got women who are walking around here, hair all over the place, have some of the best careers, have some of the best come up stories, have some of the most beautifulest hearts ever. So I just want to tell you, you know, it's you know, people will judge you from how you present yourself and may look at you like you need a handout, but don't sit up there and take that as an insult. You know, don't take it as an insult, because you may look a little rough and somebody may be like, you know, oh, you need your hair done, or, you know, here's my card, I do makeup. Everybody ain't coming up to you to insult you just because they want to, you know, offer you a little help. You know what I'm saying? So don't get on the defense about it. That's all I'm telling you, because I know my situation today could have went left all the way, you know, but here I am letting you know it ain't go left. And I just took the situation as a learning situation, and hopefully if I see the man again, I could get 3-4 hot plates. You heard me? And probably another bottle of water, you know, 2 or 3 more bottles of water. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to share with y'all. I'm about to just go and chill out and let it be. But yeah, I'm making the most of this entire journey, and I definitely want to document it and share as much as I could with y'all, because why not? You know, someone is out here looking for this type of content and looking for my message, and I'm just grateful and I'm happy to share it. So signing on out of this piece now, until the next video. Bye bye.